A very good day to you folks. Welcome to SpeedGaming 3 and welcome to the Metroid Prime Randomizer Sunday weekly community race. We got a good one for you today, folks. Even weekly settings, which means random elevator and starting locations. And today on screen, we've got Samuel 6710 and Innerslice. I'm Captain MD, and today I am joined by our good friend Christopher Foss. How you doing today?
Doing great. Thank you for asking.
It's great to have you back up in the booth.
Yes, it has been a while. Folk might know me here as Pirate Paper Planes.
Indeed. So, Chris, what are you hoping to see today from both our runners and the seed? As we should be getting kicked off in just a hot minute here.
It has been a hot minute since I've actually participated or witnessed random elevator seed, so I have no idea. I'm just in it for the fun, and cannot wait to see what our runners have in store for us.
Indeed. I think we do now start in a random room. We no longer start specifically on an elevator, so it'll be really interesting to see where the game decides to throw us.
Exactly.
We do get up to 3 starting items, but we do also still start with Charge Beam, thankfully.
Yes. As you might know, not having Charge Beam for a good significant part of the game is very tedious.
Mm-hmm. Who wants to do Ghosts with Lemons?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's incredible how much damage the Charge Beam just stacks on your beams. Without it, you can maybe get by with a Plasma Beam, but then, of course, so many enemies are, beam-specific immunities, so that, just gets thrown out.
I'm looking at you, Wave Pirates.
Mm-hmm.
All right. We also would like to thank Op82 for pushing all the buttons and being on the tracking duties today. With that said, folks, I believe the race room has just been kicked off. Yes, it has. It should catch up on stream momentarily.
Beauty.
Now, hopefully the random elevators throw a wrench into the works here, but of note, and admittedly I've missed the last month or so of weeklies, but I've noticed a distinct lack of lower mines in seeds lately, so I would love to see some lower mines personally today.
Yes, I would love some troll seeds, but I also personally would love this to be brisk. I don't want it to delay our runners too much.
Yeah, like, get all the stuff early, but also throw all of our progression in lower mines.
I have mercy.
On the subject of lower mines, we have started with wow, we start with power bombs, morph ball, and wave beam.
And ice beam.
Oh, that's nice, but yeah, security access A, interesting starting spot.
What a stacked start to, right? With items. Multiple beams, bombs, power bombs. No morph ball, though, right? Or was there morph ball in there?
Morph ball was a starting item.
Yeah, there you go then.
So yeah, morph ball, power bombs, and wave beam 2, that should get us access to the elevator immediately. It looks like Samuel's timer didn't sync up, so I don't think he noticed the race started right away, so it's going to catch up in a second here, but it's going to be a bit of a false start here. Oh,
looks like Interslice is actually paused.
Yeah, I think Innerslice is realizing something's wrong too. I think that was to type in the race room. So yeah, unfortunately Samuel's timer is going to be in up for this one, but
Yeah.
So yeah, security access 8, no space jump. Okay, so right to main plaza. Okay, that makes sense. So main quarry leads to main plaza.
Yeah, there we go. Just figuring out that. Early Chozo, how we haven't missed you.
Yeah, although, what else can we find already since we've gotten some good stuff? I think that was, what was that, a missile tank and grapple ledge?
It was an item, that's for sure. In all seriousness, yeah, I couldn't really make it out.
I know for a fact that it was a missile tank in half pipe. I couldn't see vault ledge.
Having early Chozo accessible to us means a lot of checks have just become open.
And it looks like it was a power bomb expansion in vault ledge with a missile in ruined gallery. Excuse me, ruined nursery.
To answer your question in chat, there are random elevators and random starting location with 3 items to do.
Yeah, their starting locations today was in Security Access A with Wave, Morph Ball, and Power Bombs, but they also got Ice Beam.
A very stacked start.
All right, we got a Vanilla Missile Launcher immediately followed by Space Jump.
Nicely done for skipping the drone.
So yeah, this is an incredibly stacked start. Now comes the next $1 million question. Where's Talon Overworld? Because this amount of equipment actually lets us do a lot of stuff. Like, we could even take on Flogger with this gear.
Do we have bombs?
We don't, but we could do it with power bombs.
Right. I guess you can... Can you access it through the back end then?
Well, actually, yeah, we can't really do it through the back end. The front end does need bombs too. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Never mind. We would need super missiles and spider ball, which we have not seen yet. Interestingly.
I wasn't sure if I was misremembering there or not. But
yeah, I forgot about that little bit of debris right inside the. I forgot about that little bit of debris right inside the right before the last tunnel.
Exactly. Yeah. And then for the back doors, you need to bomb jump, which without bombs, that's a little challenging.
Alright, so it looks like grapple ledge is not important, otherwise Interslice would have gotten it, but we got an energy tank in Ruined Shrine here, which definitely want to see that.
Samuel taking a safety save there. Nice, so we don't have to deal with the beeping.
Yeah, and with Space Jump already in tow, we can also visit Tower of Light and Tower Chamber.
And yes, climbing the tower.
Yeah, now with the there have been some updates made to Randomania. Tower of Light, I think, can be in Logic now.
Yes.
With enough missiles.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Little slip there. No complete fall. Oh no! Now that's it's still recovering. Not complete disaster.
Prime 1 collision, folks. If it looks like you can stand on it, you can stand on it. And even if it doesn't look like you can stand on it, chances are you can stand on it anyway.
Alright, what does this room have for us?
Alright, we're getting a look at Upper Shrine here as well. I don't think Interslice checked this.
And Grapple Beam.
You know something? Given our start is in Mines, that's actually not a bad thing to find. That'll do us a couple of favors when we're going to check Storage Depot A.
We do now have the space jump, which makes... Oh, and there's our bomb!
Bomb's in upper Shrine, so Interslice should be coming back for those in a couple of minutes.
Yeah. It's interesting, because, like, it might appear that Samuel's behind, but we've got to keep in mind that the timers are desynced for this race. So, actually, they are pretty much synchronized.
Well, Samuel had a sort of a 2-minute late start because the timer just flat out didn't go with the race time room for some reason. Maybe there was a connection issue or something. So yeah, Samuel actually kind of had a 2-minute late start. Yeah, Interslice is Interslice is okay, Interslice got bombs. Never mind, we're good.
Yeah.
I thought I didn't see him go back for them.
And our power bomb expansion. Always nice for power bomb ammo.
Alright, we're gonna see what's in Vault. Check another elevator here.
Couldn't make it out, but I'm guessing nothing significant, seeing our Interslice just roll right by it.
Probably another power bomb expansion. It was a missile tank.
There's our access to Talon.
Alright, from Great Tree Upper. Interesting.
Yeah, not the most direct access to Talon, but still. It's always nice knowledge knowing our elevators. Something that can be easy to forget when random elevators is enabled, that knowing where the elevators will take you is just as important for routing.
Unfortunately, I've got no idea what Samuel saw in the tree.
Yeah, same.
missile tank in the gallery tunnel. Nothing of importance there. Inner Slice actually getting a little push through the door, courtesy of bees.
Alright, and Inner Slice will now be pressing on into the back end of Chozo from the looks of it.
Alright, it looks like Samuel has taken the vault elevator to Great Tree, so this is good for one out-of-logic item right now in Great Tree Chamber.
Interesting.
Looks like nothing important in Fountain.
What do you think of this difference here, Captain? Would you have gone for do this check, or would you have left it for later?
It's a tough call, because this is only a one-off check right now, so,
You could jump over the gate, but then you're working out of logic.
Yeah.
And it's also that bomb jump, I'm not sure how confident our runners are. And without the gravity suit, that's a pretty dangerous, that would be a very dangerous strat.
Indeed. We are going to see on the flip side, Charge Beam from Inner Slice. Watery Hall. I've been playing so much Echoes lately that I forgot my Prime Room names. Alright, it's a Metroid on the Charge Beam pedestal, and I don't think we've seen the underwater yet.
We have not. There's our boost ball. Interesting.
Alright, well, now if Inner Slice did want to go to Great Tree Upper and bar skip, that wouldn't be such a bad idea.
I would say the next best thing would be to try to get your hints, but how you do that, there's still some equipment to be found.
Yeah, with this equipment, though, we have Space Jump, Wave Beam, and Ice Beam, so that does give us plenty of access to Far Chozo. Because I do believe... I don't remember if climbing the spider track in Furnace, in Lower Furnace is expected in this difficulty.
Last time I checked, it is actually beginner's logic.
That's
so
what I thought.
So it would be logically expected for players to be able to jump up that rail.
So yeah, we absolutely could go to Far Chozo, which does give us access to 2 more elevators.
Do you think Inner Slice will take on Zoid right now?
Looks like that is what he's doing.
Yeah, Zoid's always kind of a bit annoying, but you kind of don't want to leave him because he's just right dead center in Chozo, and routing him in later is not optimal.
Yeah, it's 2 relatively nice items. Neither of our runners looked like they were gonna. They elected to scan dash for Magma Pool. A bit dangerous with this energy amount of energy too.
The fact that they do have Grapple Beam, if they find Varia soon, that does bring those rooms into logic.
Indeed. And I think the 2 things stopping us from Training Chamber right now are Super Missiles and Spider Ball. It doesn't help that there are rooms in Lower Torvis in Echoes that have the same names, Gathering Hall and Training Chamber, but by comparison to their difficulty, they're the polar opposite. So
yes.
Gathering Hall here is good, but Gathering Hall in Echoes is bad. And opposite for Training Chamber.
This isn't even factoring Corruption's rooms. Although
Oh, yeah.
I don't think they are as overlapping. Although that might just be due to Corruption not being played as much by these communities.
Yeah, Corruption is coming along. We do have Corruption Rando in a working state. It's not 1.0 yet, though. It's still experimental.
Samuel getting his respective boost ball.
Alright,
Does Droid have anything for us? Nope. Nothing at all.
2 missiles.
It's an interesting update to Randomizer. I don't know how relevant or recent this is that now the randomness for Zoid's timers when he shows his weak spot is now matched between our runners. It matches the seed.
Ah, very interesting.
Yeah. So while there is the, randomness of like how long it's going to take to defeat Zoid, you can at least be comforted knowing that the other runner, if they went for Zoid, is going to suffer the exact same amount of time loss.
Actually, I think that was something that was talked about recently. It's been a while since I've been in the Prime loop for a bit. So, that being said, this is all right. The problem with a seed like this right now is there is a lot we can do. Like, really, the only thing stopping us from completely exploring the world is Spider Ball and Super Missiles.
And there's our gravity suit. Now, the gravity suit will not provide heat resistance damage, however.
Right, and I'm also a dummy. I said Spider Ball and Super Missiles. I meant Spider Ball and Various Suit.
Yes. To be fair, I also didn't correct you.
Now you're good. All right, what is that in
here?
That wasn't a missile tank. But we also need... Well, actually, I think Inner Slice could get that without Spider Ball.
Yeah, so that item can be grabbed without Spider Ball, but it is a little bit obnoxious. It's mainly that last bomb jump that's brutal. Due to how easy it is to just falling down the entire room and then having to start over.
Yeah, unfortunately, audience at home, we do skip directly to Fusion Gravity in this seed, although, to be fair, and Op can attest to this, Fusion Varia looks really good in the Dread skin.
I'm actually not familiar with the Dread skin. I know that Randomizer has now added the ability of changing the hue of your suit.
Yeah.
Which is really neat. That's, like, wonderful work.
Alright, so there is quite a lot we can do here in Hall of the Elders. I believe this is in Logic without Spider Ball. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, that I can't imagine that's not beginner standable.
Right.
Yeah, generally the majority of our tricks are set to be. I think it's the majority are set to beginner difficulty for races.
So yeah, this has been a pretty evenly matched seed so far. Disregard the fact that our runs are desynchronized right now, to keep him known. The only major difference between the two runs so far is Samuel did go out of his way to check an item in Talon Overworld, Far Talon Overworld, but there was nothing there. It was just a few minutes diversion.
All right, we're gonna see Hall of the Elders now, and it is another missile. So the seed actually kind of has, Gravity Suit notwithstanding, slowed down a little bit. We were given a lot of stuff early, but it seems like our late game progression might be a little more spread out.
Yeah, other than Morph Ball bombs, and as you mentioned, I'm blanking on the item that we were just talking about. There hasn't
Gravity Suit.
Gravity Suit, thank you. It has been a pretty barren Chozo. Fortunately, due to how many fast items. Oh yeah, and Boost Ball. Boost Ball is, significantly helps getting around fastly, obviously.
Mm-hmm. Unfortunately, Inner Slice does have to trigger the Hall of the Elders ghosts here and using the wave puzzle, because yeah, this is what triggers the triple ghost fight in this room later down the road. There is a way to skip that, including doing a very tough bomb jump.
I never realized that specific action specifically was what triggered the triple ghosts fight.
Yeah, it's going down the wave path. Reverse Frigate suddenly sounds like a really good idea if one of these elevators leads to Great Tree lower.
Yeah, just getting nothing. Yeah, just getting those checks out of the way. And routing purpose. They would work well. Alright, first elevator.
Twin Fires.
That's not exactly one you want to see. That was a nothing item in the Ice Beam room. A Metroid.
Alright, so Far Chozo 2 leads to Fiery Shores.
my video a little behind?
No, it should be. And the other elevator leads to the other mines elevator. Ooh,
Oh,
that's
going for it.
interesting.
That's actually... Oh man, that's a really interesting play.
Yeah, because the only elevator we haven't seen in... Actually, I think that's all the elevators in Chozo. So yeah, the only way to Talon right now is... So it looks like most of our Talon elevators are probably in Magmore now, because Magmore's got a whopping 5 elevators.
Yeah, and for those wondering why Interslice might be pushing further into the mines right now, it's like there wasn't really any good option there. Because, like, otherwise you're gonna have to... Oh, there's a firm.
Okay, now forward frigate's perfectly in play.
Yeah. Yeah, backtracking through Chozo to get back to Talon elevator. It's quite a detour for no items.
We'd like to welcome the folks joining us from the main Speed Gaming channel. You are joining us in the early stages of what has been a very interesting race in the Metroid Prime Randomizer Community Weekly. We got Interslice and Samuel 6710 here, and we had a pretty stacked start, but things are kind of slowing down just a little bit.
Samuel going for the difficult triple bomb jump that we were talking about. Trying to skip the ghost fight.
I do not know what was in Ventilation Shaft. Let's see if Interslice goes for it.
It doesn't.
Yeah,
interesting. Interslice going deeper into the mines.
Yeah, with this equipment, we can go all the way to MQA. Even without Spider Ball, Interslice should have no trouble getting pretty much everything down here. That's Spider Ball at Central Dynamo. I think. Yep.
Yeah, that's these items. Like, you don't want to leave these checks, but gosh, this check is out the way.
Now this, you know, I did say I wanted to see some lower mines, and I guess I'm kind of getting my wish. This maze does not look great. Just on first glance.
All right, let's Oh gosh, just a straight up dead end.
Alright, so that's 16 at that huddle. Oh, never mind, it's a 19 square maze. That was a really good maze. I mean, if you don't count being
dead,
yeah. Okay, so Samuel's gonna get that maze too, which is nice. At least the other machination of Zoid did not get too far in the way.
He's going to go for facing mines. Oh, Samuel's deciding. No! Okay, so I think Samuel's gonna warp to start here. That was something I did forget. That was a possible option.
Yeah, I think what's gonna end up happening is Samuel's gonna check some bits in upper mines as well.
Or, no, just being indecisive there.
I think he's taking the safety save before going to mines, because at the moment he's currently running only one energy tank, which with only one suit, that's very dangerous going into mines.
Slice down over MQA. And it... Oh, what a save!
Nicely done.
Yeah, it looked like he was going to stumble into the pit there, but...
I don't even know what is in MQA, but Interslice must be interested.
Yeah, he's... Oh, it's an artifact. There you go.
Alright, so fair enough. We had to come down here.
And he'll go... Oh! Almost got bopped there, but managing to save it. Slice going for the jump. And he makes it. Nicely done.
Yeah, that is where Interslice's dive into upper mines, or lower mines rather, will have to end for now until Plasma Beam shows up. I do believe the randomizer now also fixes the issue with this room crashing after Central Dynamo if you don't complete the maze.
I believe you're correct there.
I think that's been fixed for a while, but still worth mentioning.
Yeah, there's a lot of quality of life changes that you just wouldn't expect. Other ones being like just being able to complete certain areas in reverse, such as the frigate in Fendrano Labs.
All right, Samuel is checking elite control access. That is another Metroid. There's a few of those in this pool with charge beam and 6 artifacts and 3 starting items as well. That comes out to 10 Metroids.
I believe that adds up. Yeah, so Samuel is also going to go deeper into the mines, which is the right choice with what we know. Oh, Samuel is not checking what's in Den.
I guess they must have peeked it. Oh, it's
Yeah.
a missile tank. Thank you, scan point.
Chat asks if the forever lasting beetle music could be fixed. Interslice skipping the fight there with that nicely done jump.
Alright, so I think Interslice is going to make his way back to Upper Mines. I'm trying to think what we can do with this equipment. I'm trying to remember if you need Varia Suit at some point to get between Twin Fires and Workstation. I think you do, because I think not plasma processing, geothermal core is heated.
Right, just getting the rims here. Twin Fires. So for the Twin Fires, if you're coming from the south end of Magmar, you can easily get back to Twin Fires, because that's an easy pop over the heating room. Going from Twin Fires to the back end of Magmar without Varia, you can do it. Yeah. But it's a bit hot for that one room.
I think Interslice is going to keep diving through mines. I think both runners are going to keep diving through mines here until they find Varia Suit.
Is Samuel going... okay, yeah. Samuel was trying to skip the maze, I think. And he's going to get debated. Back you go, Samuel.
To be fair, it's still otherwise a 19-square maze.
Yeah. That is a hilarious maze, I gotta admit.
And with Boost Ball, we can actually check both items here. I mean, even without Boost Ball, we can check both items here, but checking the other one would be a royal pain in the backside.
Right.
And Interslice is going to have to check this blind due to lack of X-ray.
Samuel is also going to be checking MQ to get his artifact. Just missing for Interslice. Yeah, the cannon's not fully stationary when it's charging up. And of course, neither runner has the X-ray visor yet, which hopefully won't be needed. So there will be no peeking of those certain items. And there's our plasma beam.
Oh my. This is an interesting mine so far. Like, we actually could legit be in normal right now if we could just figure out how to get to Talon.
At this point, yeah, I would get to Talon ASAP to get those hints.
Except, how are you gonna... Yeah, the only way to get there by now is going through Fiery Shores somewhere.
Right, and they still don't have Varia Suit.
So, it's possible Varia could just be chilling here in Storage Depot A.
It just hit me. With what they started with. They could have got the plasma beam, like, immediately. Right? No, they didn't start with Vice Beam, right?
Well, I
no, they did.
It basically, you might as well count it as a starting line. It was in Security Access A where they started, and they had main power bombs already.
What I'm saying is, like, if they went the other way, they could have got power beam. They could have got the plasma beam almost immediately.
It's very true.
Yeah. Wow. This seed.
Yeah, you know, it's still going by quickly, but we love our comedy.
Yeah, no, it's not a bad seed. It's a hilarious seed.
Exactly.
This is pretty much what I was asking for at the start of this run so far. Not to jinx it, knock on wood. Oh, but is Samuel warping to start?
Looks
Yeah,
like
and he doesn't have the plasma beam.
Well, the thing is, Samuel's warping back to upper mines from lower mines, so this actually might work out better in his case.
Yeah, because now
Samuel's
he can literally go right to it, yeah.
Yeah, so this actually works out in Samuel's favor here. This is an interesting warp to start point.
For Slice having to do that room to unlock the door. And that was our runners high-fiving and Interslice back to start. Keep in mind, Samuel also, again, like, our timers are desynchronized too.
I think as well that what helps here is Plasma Beam does give you one extra check in Far Chozo with Elder Chamber.
I'm wondering if any checks with Plasma Beam would have been logically expected early on then.
I can imagine Elder Chamber having something significant.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Because... Oh yeah, chat brings up a great point. Nobody checks Storage Depot... Oh, yeah, nobody checks Storage Depot B.
That is a good point. No, surely Interslice would have checked that, and say, like, or our runners would have. You've got me curious. I'm gonna review the VOD. I'll be a second here.
Yeah, go ahead. We got time. Samuel's gonna be very happy to see this Plasma Beam. Yeah, I think the play is to... Yeah, check Elder Chamber. In Interslice's case, just check check Elder Chamber, and then we'll see what happens. Because, yeah, although it looks like Interslice is instead going to bar skip and do reverse frigate. And also Life Grove is in play.
There's our Plasma Beam.
So yeah, with Life Grove in play as well, that's 3 checks there too. So there's a good chance we'll find what we're looking for here, just because of density.
I don't think Interslice did check it. I don't think it... Yeah. What an interesting check for both runners to miss.
Indeed. Yeah, let's see what's in Life Grove here, because there's 3 items. Hopefully one of these is very astute, because right now that's what's really locking this seed down. And then after that, we might just be looking for Phazon suit.
Now, our runners could get a Phazon suit hint if they decide to by going ahead and defeat Ridley. The only thing being, you'll need your artifacts before you do that. There's our super missile.
Okay, time to backtrack to the tree.
Honestly, actually, I would, if I was in Interslice's shoes, I would, without question, just cut through the frigate to get to my hands.
I agree, because you can now get biohazard containment.
There's
Never
our
mind. Okay, literally everything was just in this early game. Like, there is literally nothing stopping us from full clearing about 99% of the game. Literally, the only 2 things stopping us are X-Ray Visor for OP and Phazon Suit for Phazon Mining Tunnel. That's it.
Samuel just died.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Samuel's last save, I think, was recent. But yeah, for some reason, fell all the way down. Yeah, it looks like the save was in Central Dynamo. And yeah, Interslice's bar skip to check the elevator here, and this is to Phendrana Shoreline's lower tree. Okay.
I definitely would not take that elevator. So the other Phendrana elevator has to be Magmore. Or
not
no, it could be in Talon. Could be in Talon.
There's still 3 Talon elevators left. Overgrown Cavern, Talon Canyon, and Transport Tunnel A. Excuse me, Transport Tunnel B.
Pretty easy to muddle up the letters.
So yeah, there are still 3 Talon elevators left, and any of those can lead to Phendrana as well.
The weird physics and the room interslices in is controlling them up. Oh, for whatever reason, it's just somewhat difficult to jump up that room. Samuel is Samuel going for the grapple beam room check?
I think Samuel was trying to do this last time, but that's what caused the death earlier.
Right.
Alright, biohazard containment is a missile.
Okay. And it's just missiles. That's unfortunate. I mean, fortunate for Interslice.
Alright, so Samuel did see that Storage Depot A was a missile tank now.
Going back for the plasma beam too.
And a missile tank in Hydro Access Tunnel, so that's it. That's it. Everything in Frigate. But yeah, now we're going to see early Talon, and it's pretty much just a case of where are the artifacts in Phazon suit, and what's the procedure here. Artifacts are probably the only reason we're ever going to be visiting Phendrana.
That is a good point. Unless the Phazon suit's there.
You know what's terrible, by the way? Spider Ball was in Central Dynamo, and Variasuit was logically locked by Spider Ball because you're not expected to use the standable to get to Life Grove.
Right. Actually, wait, for that one? Is that not a beginner's standable?
I don't think so.
Because it's literally... Wait, no, I'm sorry, I'm forgetting where I was thinking of the artifact. Sorry, I was thinking of MQA. Where was Varia again?
Varia was in Life Grove.
Yeah. Wait, I'm still trying to think of why would Spider Ball be? Oh, of course, for the oh, yeah, you're right. Sometimes it's easy to forget these little logic jumps. And a skilled randomizer runner will typically keep all of this in mind, and Samuel accidentally fell.
And triggered the pirate again, which is not necessarily a bad thing. Oh, hi, flamethrower.
Except he got stuck, and now he's going to have to fight the fight normally.
And there's power pirates in the room. Oh, yikes. I didn't see where that elevator went, but I will check on the Twitch playback.
I missed it too.
Yeah, this has been a very energy-starved seed. There have not been a lot of good elevators.
Now that you mention it, yeah.
Alright, so Overgrown Cavern leads to the workstation save station side.
That could be handy for later.
But yeah, Super Missiles and Variasuit in Life Grove is pretty big, and I'm sure Interslice is very happy to see that energy tank.
Yes. 37 minutes into the run, we're finally at landing site. And yeah, might as well grab this one too.
Yeah, energy tanks are a little more valuable in Prime than they are in Echoes, just because you do really need that extra health for late game areas.
They do diminish in usefulness, though.
Indeed. Especially when you have 3 suits, which we will have at this point.
Oh, so close for getting ship dash. That is a very difficult long scan dash to make up that ledge. All right, are you, Captain? Are you ready for our hints?
I am ready, and you know what the craziest thing is? Despite everything we have seen, we've only seen 1 artifact, and we still need 5.
Any guesses where they might be?
I'm thinking a couple of them are in Phendrana, actually.
Yep, Phendrana, Magmore.
I'm thinking 2 in Phendrana, 3 in Magmore, or no, 2 in Phendrana, 2 in Magmore, and the other one's just like in Phazon Mighty Tunnel or something.
We haven't done an Omega Pirate, or we haven't seen Omega Pirate yet. We're not sure if he'll be required.
Oh, it's 9 artifacts, not 6. Okay.
Oh.
I got my count wrong.
Apparently that's a change of the rules then, since I last played.
And the Inner Slice is actually confirming that is a mistake. It should have been 6.
Yep.
But it's not. For this seed, it's 9. I'm sure Samuel doesn't mind.
Right.
But anywho, let's see what we do have here. Training Chamber access, that's free. Ruined Courtyard, well, there's 1 in Phendrana, that's free.
There you go.
Research Lab Aether, that's free. Plasma Processing, Root Cave, Storage Cave, Fungal Hall access, there's my Lower Mines. Quarantine Monitor. Alright, so we can get those all. There's nothing stopping us, but we are looking for Phazon Suit.
Yeah. So, like, yeah, the fact that we have 9 artifacts in play explains certain things.
Yeah, I wonder how many actions the preset took before it placed those artifacts, because that's how Prime handles placing artifacts, is that it does so after a certain number of items are placed. That way it doesn't, and I think for this preset it is 6. But yeah, there's nothing stopping us from getting all of those artifacts. They're actually really spread out, especially given how isolated Phendrana is right now. Because right now, the only way to Phendrana that we know of is in Lower Great Tree, and the other one either has to be in Magmore or Talon. Alright, this is the other workstation elevator from Canyon.
It'll be interesting to see how Interslice now routes this out.
That gives us 2 more elevators. That gives us the transport tunnel. That gives us 2 more elevator combos because there's 9 total. So, let's see. There's 1 each in Talon and Magmore. I think. Yeah, there's 1 each left in Talon and Magmore. And then there's 1 more in Phendrana, and I'm missing another elevator somewhere. I think I'm missing a Chozo elevator.
No, all Chozo elevators have been accounted for now.
Okay. Well, I'm just trying to think. We haven't seen Transport Tunnel A, and we haven't seen Lava Lake. We also haven't seen Quarantine Monitor. I'm trying to remember where the last. That still leaves 1 elevator unaccounted for, and I'm trying to remember what it is.
It has to be.
Lava Lake.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so the way to Phendrana has to be in Magmore. Because otherwise, if it was here in Talon, then Magmore would lead to Magmore, and we can't do that. So yeah, Phendrana is super isolated this time around.
And both ends are in Talon, right?
One's
in Magmore, one's
the other. Yeah. So this is going to lead to either Lava Lake or Lava Lake.
Man, this really seemed like an entertaining seed to play through. I kind of regret not playing it myself. Alas, I have no idea where my Metroid Prime ISO is right now. And Samuel now going for the bomb jump.
Alright, so yeah, Interslice has gone to Lava Lake. It's just doing a quick double check of artifacts here. So yeah, again, Training Chamber access, Ruined Courtyard, Research Lab Aether, Plasma Processing, Storage Cave, Fungal Hall access, and Quarantine Monitor. So yeah, they're pretty spread out. Training Chamber access is going to be a tough one to get back to. But yeah, plasma processing and fungal hull access are pretty lousy.
All right, I forgot to use push to talk there. Chozo won't be too bad because of warp to start, if I'm not mistaken.
That's true. The elevator near the warp to start point does go to main plaza. But yeah, that means the transport tunnel A elevator has to lead to quarantine to the Thardas side of Vendrana, which is fine.
Samuel finally coming to Vendrana.
Yeah, Samuel's choosing to go... So Samuel must have gone to the shoreline elevator in lower grade tree. Interesting.
I think Samuel might be taking gambles at this point with that death in mind.
Quite possibly, because regardless of the artifact difficulty, both runners are still looking for Phazon suit. And that can be almost literally anywhere with one exception.
And yes, now there is a hint for the Phazon suit, but you need to defeat Ridley and go to the impact crater, and there is a point to scan for the Phazon suit.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure in the settings they have it set to the area only.
Correct.
Now, to answer question, chat, Samuel did not do Life Grove. He instead chose to go to wait, did Samuel do Life Grove? Because I know I saw him go in the direction of Life Grove Tunnel.
I'll review the VOD. And yeah, you.
Oh, and we have found Phazon suit in Chapel of the Elders.
There's our gamble right there.
So that's actually pretty big for Samuel, because Inner Slice doesn't have any particular incentive to go in that direction. The closest location that's on Inner Slice's to-do list right now is Ruined Courtyard. And he's going to full clear Magmore first before heading in that direction.
You spoke too soon.
Okay, fair enough. And to be fair, Inner Slice has to come here.
Yes. But he is on the wrong side, Vendrana, for the Phazon suit. So, what I might suspect, I could see Interslice clearing the far end of Vendrana. Oh, looks like I'm wrong. Oh, well, first he's going to get through this one check. Quarantine monitor.
Yeah, he already knows that that's an artifact, so no sense.
Of course, yes.
No sense in leaving that behind right now.
I'm guessing he's going to leave Thardas behind.
I don't see any reason Inner Slice would fight Thardas in this scenario. Because it's...
Yeah, there you go.
There's a little too much of the game open still, even despite what we have seen. But yeah, that Phazon suit is a big break for Samuel. Definitely the break that he needed right now. So we'll see how this plays out. Yeah, now that being said, Samuel has not gone for artifact hints, so might be just clearing stuff that's in the way before heading back in the direction. And we did see already Ice Spreader as well. There's X-Ray Visor.
Okay, if I was Samuel, you need those hints now. Get those hints as fast as you can.
Did you by chance check to see if Samuel did Life Grove?
No, I didn't check, sorry. I'll check that now.
Yeah, the only reason I worry about that is because if Samuel did not get Various Suit, then the plasma processing key is going to be borderline impossible. With only 2 energy tanks.
I'm trying to review the VOD here.
Because I know I saw Samuel climbing the Life Grove core at one point, or the Life Grove branches at one point. The tunnel branches before the Life Grove tunnel, I should say. Whoopsie.
You know, I don't think he checked it because I don't think he had any power bombs at the time.
Oh, that's a terrible reason to miss out on a check is ammo management.
Especially because the enemies in that room literally drop power bomb ammo. It's like one of the only areas where it's like you can farm power bomb ammo in that corridor.
And Samuel did backtrack through the elevator, but is instead going through Frigate. So yeah, Samuel might end up finishing this seed without Various Suit. Now, to be fair, there are 2 energy tanks in Landing Site and Alcove. So Sam's gonna have a little bit of an extra buffer, and the 20% damage resistance from the suits does count for heat damage, interestingly.
Also, a quick correction. Plasma processing, that room, the room before it, it isn't heated.
Oh, so, it's not heated?
No, so he doesn't, yeah. So he's actually okay for that.
Yeah, actually, that should be very good.
Yeah, the only rooms that are heated is the one room in Twin Fires, and then the rest of the front end of Magma. The back end is all good.
Alright, then yeah, Samuel probably could get away without, then Samuel will be able to get away without Various Suit, no problem then. I was under the impression that there was a lot more heated rooms in Magmore. Then again, this is Prime we're talking about.
Sure.
But yeah, let's see what Inner Slice chooses to do here. Is he gonna bust through labs to go back to Courtyard? Looks like that's what he's doing. Because, yeah, we have to come here anyway for Research Lab Aether, so it's right around the corner.
I was so focused on getting the VOD. Has Interslice already cleared the far end of Fendrana?
Interslice got Storage Cave and then checked a couple more things in Gravity Chamber, but I think that's about it. So, yeah, Interslice did check Far Fendrana real quick.
Interesting. Yeah, did he check the Frozen Cave, though?
I'm pretty sure Interslice checked Frost Cave, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think Interslice did a full sweep of Far Fendrana here. There's not that much there.
It'd be odd if he didn't. I was just... Oh no, Samuel falling in one of the tallest rooms in the game.
Yeah, luckily it's only one tall room right now, so... And luckily with Gravity Suit getting out isn't that bad.
And in particular, the jail zaps are not present, which is arguably... Or he actually took care of them. Yeah. I'm not sure if it was the aquatic pirates or the jail zaps.
That is a testy spot. Shoutouts to that one bit of collision that exists on that platform. Yeah, that's it for Research Lab Aether for Inner Slice, and it looks like he's backing back out. I'm surprised by this because I don't know if there's a faster way to Courtyard from here. Unless Inner Slice is going to...
This is a really odd play by Interslice, yeah.
I wonder if Inner Slice is going to take the elevator back to Transport Tunnel A, and then go from there to Plasma Processing and get that out of the way, which unfortunately is leading him away from Phazon Suit.
Oh, this is a roller coaster of a race.
Indeed. Yeah, folks, grab some snacks, have a seat if you haven't already. Here we go.
So, to answer your chat, typically there's 6 artifacts, but due to a slight miscommunication mistake, we actually have 9 artifacts in this seed. So, we could expect things to go a little longer than usual. Except, it was such a front-loaded with items that it's pretty much going to come around to the regular amount of time.
Yeah, and Samuel is going to be very happy to see these energy tanks.
Unless both runners make significant errors in their routing.
Yeah, I think in Samuel's case it will become a routing exercise, except accidental save with the ship there. Oh, that's a powerbomb locked powerbomb.
Yeah, Samuel going for their hits now. Oops.
So yeah, Inner Slice is going to make his way to Plasma Processing. I think, yeah, he's checked everything between Lava Lake and Monitor Station. Alright, so yeah, we already know this leads to Reflecting Pool.
Oh gosh, this room always gives me the... This always sketches me out. Oh, there we go, nicely done, Interslice. Yeah, it's probably the slipperiest standable terrain in the game that we use, right?
I'm sorry, come again?
That standable terrain that Interslice used to get across Twin Fires is arguably one of the slipperiest standable terrains that we use. Just like the ledge for where you then scan dash off the spider ball track.
Indeed. Alright, so yeah, Interslice is going to go ahead and get his plasma processing artifact. So yeah, it is now pretty much a race, folks. The question's going to be, so yeah, what is Interslice's fastest way to... The problem is, there isn't a fast way for Interslice to get back to Phazon Suit, because Phazon Suit's near Shorelines. Shoreline's elevator is in Great Tree Lower, but all the Magmore elevators lead to the polar opposite sides of Talon.
Yeah, I really don't understand Interslice's play there, leaving Phendrana for later, without knowing where the Phazon Suit is. It could be like a lot of time, like, you know, like worried about, you know, full clearing Phendrana and all that, and still having Thardis not done.
Alright, so now Samuel's gonna go from, let's see, this is the Workstation 2 elevator from Talon Canyon, so this is gonna be, yeah, this is gonna be for plasma processing.
Yeah, I remember when we said you can stand on anything and everything.
Yeah.
Samuel indicating it right there.
Alright, nothing in Workstation. There's literally only one major item left in this game, and that is Wave Buster.
Our runners high-fiving.
Alright, so Workstation, this is going to lead to Talon, so... Or yeah, the save station leads to Overgrown Cavern. So yeah, they both lead to Talon. Actually, these elevators really don't help that much.
Where does this one go?
The one here. This one leads to Talon Canyon, which is the landing site. The the other one leads to Overgrown Cavern, which is the entrance to Frigate.
That's so. Yeah, you never want your dual elevators going to the same location. Another great example is the two the far end Chozo elevators that are side by side. Again, you don't want them going to the same location.
Yeah, the far Chozo elevators were relatively decent. One went to Fiery Shores, the other led to PPC.
Yeah, like Chozo's been fantastic.
But yeah, as mentioned before, Phendrana is just so very isolated this seed. Now, can Samuel get to Phendrana reliably from let's see. Yeah, Samuel's going to have to take Transport Tunnel A to get to Phendrana through Shorelines. So, Samuel would have to travel, it's a bit of a walk, but he would have to travel to Monitor Station. Which I don't think that's where he's going. Gonna see the save station elevator and see that takes him to Overgrown Cavern, which isn't gonna do him much good.
Yeah.
Because I think Samuel's missing one intel on one elevator here.
Yeah, Interslice has all 6 required artifacts from the looks. Wait, when did Interslice pick up? Oh, there's 9. There's 9. Right, never mind.
Yeah, I was about to say there's a few more. Yeah, so Interslice's last 3 artifacts would be, let me think this through. Fungal Hall Access. Let me see. Fungal Hall Access, Training Chamber Access. And...
PCA? Oh, you said that.
Courtyard.
Yeah.
So yeah, Interslice's remaining artifacts are all over the place right now.
That is an interesting point. Why does Interslice have Talon music in the mines?
Good question. Oh, probably because he warped to start from landing site.
Oh, then that doesn't change the music. Interesting.
That's my guess. Because normally, when you warp out from the save station,
yeah, the save
hearing...
music still plays. Yeah.
Yeah. And I guess the Inner Slice just never passed a trigger to change the music. And normally we start in a save room, up until semi-recently. But yeah, this is Transport Tunnel B. This will lead Samuel to Lava Lake. I don't know why Samuel's still checking stuff. I think he might be still looking for Various Suit, which... I don't... Well, no, Samuel picked up the Plasma Processing. Oh no, Root Cave was an artifact, that's right.
I missed what you said there, Captain. Sorry.
I was just saying I was wondering why Samuel was checking stuff, but then I realized Root Cave is an artifact. So.
Yes. And there's our ice spreader.
Yeah, Inner Slice picked that up already too. So yeah, the only missing major upgrade is Wave Buster. So I think at this point Samuel now has intel on all remaining elevators, and actually had to think about that for a second.
I just realized that Inner Slice might end up deciding to clear the mines.
Unfortunately, yes. There's nothing stopping him.
This was Inner Slice's race to win!
Yeah, this is going to be a very interesting post-game interview.
Oh no, Inner Slice did this time fall in the pool.
Alright, so now Samuel elected to take the Lava Lake elevator. This is actually going to work out for him because it's going to send him to Transport Tunnel A. It should send him to... Oh, no, he's warping to start. Probably going to get Fungal Hall access then instead.
Yep.
Yeah, because there's really no way to get to Phendrana from Chozo, unfortunately, either. So it looks like... Oh, no, Samuel's backing around.
The adrenaline that must be going through Samuel right now, trying to route, like, the final artifacts in. And the fact that they don't have the Varia suit, so anything with Magmor is kind of uncomfortable for them.
I'm sorry, say again?
And the fact that anything... Wait a minute, weren't they just in Magmor?
Samuel save warped out of Lava Lake.
Okay, yeah. Which end of Magmor did he come from the elevator then?
Yes, the elevator from Transport... Yeah, Transport Tunnel B led to Lava Lake.
And there's our artifact of Inner Slice in. But yep, Inner Slice is pushing forward.
Yeah, unfortunately, the next nearest save out of Back to Start for Inner Slice would be MQB. So yeah, it's gonna be a couple minutes. Oh, hi, Hunter Metroid.
Yes, for this particular race, there is 9 artifacts due to a mistake with the preset.
Yeah, although it has led to a very interesting endgame here.
This entire seed has been fantastic to watch. An Inner Slice will take a peek, perhaps? Or not. Yeah, of course, there's no reason to peek it.
Yeah, it's Phazon Mining Tunnel. It can never have Phazon suit.
For one location.
Alright, under here in Fungal Hall B, that is, I think, Wave Buster. Oh no, it's a Power Bomb. But yeah, Samuel's gonna try and make his way to Lower Mines now and pick up the Fungal Hall access artifact. That's gonna be his 4th. Yeah, the majority of Samuel's remaining artifacts are in Phendrana.
Well, I wonder if Samuel will turn around, or if you'll also press on to the save station here.
Depends on which is faster, I think, in this case, because PPC leads to Far Chozo, and that really does... And actually, to be fair, we do have to go to Chozo anyway for Training Chamber access.
Inner Slice is warping to start. Okay.
Unfortunately, with Plasma Beam, this pirate's awake.
I think it's all beams, actually, that we...
Plasma Beam in this room specifically triggers that elite pirate.
Ah. I'm curious to see what Interslice decides to do.
And to answer question, chat, Samuel did not get super missiles. He was short a power bomb before entering Life Grove Tunnel and could not and did not proceed.
So that had super missiles and various suit, right?
Yes, it had super missiles and yeah, that was a pretty stacked Life Grove.
Very fortunately for Samuel.
And unfortunately, those super missiles for Inner Slice led to nothing in the tree. You know what's even funnier is that now there's only 7 nothings in the pool because of the changed artifact count.
Right.
All right, so now Inner Slice is going to go and get training chamber access.
I don't think super missiles were required for anything in this seed, though.
No, they're not.
ECA coming up.
Whoops, that's a fall.
Also, Interslice's timer is kind of slightly cut off, but that is okay. So, Interslice has one more artifact left, correct?
Inner Slice has, yes, one more artifact and it's in Shorelines. So it is going to send him in the direction of Phazon Suit. The only downside is there's no easy way to Fendrana right now. The closest way to Fendrana right now would be to take Far Chozo to Fiery Shores. Alternatively, you can take Vault to Upper Tree and then Lower Tree to Shorelines. So
I think that's what Interslice is about to do.
And actually, that's going to send him in the direction of Phazon Suit here. So this is going to work out actually pretty well for him if he chooses to check the Ice Temple.
Samuel is also pressing in, or no, he's actually backtracking.
Samuel hasn't gotten to Fungal Hall access yet, I don't think. Oh no, wait, yeah, because I think he accidentally overshot it.
Yeah, now you mention it. I'm a little yeah. And
Yeah, because this is Fungal Hall access.
Yeah, Samuel accidentally forgot it seems.
I think Samuel accidentally mistook that for Fungal Hall B.
That's unfortunate, because every minute counts right now.
Indeed. Especially, yeah, because Inner Slice is right around the corner to Phazon Suit now.
Now, keep in mind, Interslice does have a 2-minute head start with the timer as well. So once whenever Interslice finishes, if Samuel's still racing, he still has 2 minutes to complete the race to win.
I guess we can go with that. Although it looks like Interslice chose to check Ice Ruins West first, which I think that was an energy tank? Yeah.
Yeah, he's just immediately going for the artifact.
Yeah, so let's see what he chooses to do here. If he chooses to go back into labs and run through Observatory, or if he chooses to backtrack for Ice Temple. It looks like he's going to labs.
Or he might go to the save room to warp to start, just to get to Ridley to get his hint. Although warping to start isn't really too Talon, but he's doing it seems.
Oh, I'm not sure. Well, is at least taking a safety save. Oh, here's one. Okay, yeah, he is going to warp to start. He might be thinking OP.
Simultaneous warp to start. Here we go.
That's funny. To answer your question, chat, Phazon suit is in Chapel of the Elders in Phendrana. Otherwise known as Mama Sheegoth, as chat says.
Suddenly our runners are holding hands.
Yeah,
But
so
this is actually very unfortunate because now Interslice is just like trying to get. Oh wait, right, he doesn't have the Phazon suit.
Yeah, Interslice is unfortunately still hunting for this thing. I think he's thinking OP. Although he busted out an MQB, right? Yeah, Interslice busted out an MQB. So what is Interslice doing here? Checking storage depot. Hey, I thought he made a peek back at this eventually.
No, that was Samuel.
Okay, so I guess Interslice is checking that real quick.
Yeah, Interslice is realizing. Although, unfortunately, as we know, unless they're looking for more missiles, they're going to be disappointed. They're not going for that.
So this is gonna be really good for Samuel here, because what's gonna happen is he's gonna grab training chamber access. That should be number 5, and the remaining artifacts for him are going to be storage cave, shorelines, aether, and I think there's one more in Phendrana. It's just I'm drawing a blank.
And this still could be anyone's race. Due to every time I think Interslice has got it in the bag. That's just the fun of a randomizer race. You never know until it's over.
And yeah, Samuel's definitely playing this like he's in go mode now. I think 4 energy tanks, final bosses, with only 2 suits especially, it's not great. It's doable though.
Actually, nice. With it being a different preset, I do wonder if the hint has been enabled.
It should be. I think that's the only minor mistake Interslice had. Samuel also picked that up without Varia suit too, so props for him. So yeah, having those extra energy tanks definitely made a difference.
It helps to have gravity suit in that room in case you do fall in the lava, just because the lava does still provide you liquid physics.
Alright, so Interslice is heading back to, I assume this is the PPC elevator to Chozo. Yes, it is. So yeah, this is going to take him back to Far Chozo. We have not seen Elder Chamber. That was a smooth as butter climb.
Yeah, not taking care of the tart beforehand and still doing it is always a sign of someone that feels confident.
Yeah, I'll say that there's been no shortage of spectacular movement from our runners today.
Also, tipping our hats off to Op here, our tracker, doing a fantastic job keeping on top of everything.
Especially in the first 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Alright, so Interslice is going up the other Far Chozo elevator to Fiery Shores. I don't believe Interslice is...
No, Samuel! Don't skip it! No!
Oh.
I guess Samuel doesn't care at this point.
Nah, I don't think he's worried. Where does this... yeah, this is to Shoreline. So yeah, Samuel's now going to be in the right neighborhood to clean... Oh, Quarantine Monitor was the last artifact Samuel doesn't have. So yeah, this is all 4 of Samuel's remaining artifacts are in Phendrana.
And now that Interslice has the gravity suit, that room is just so easy.
They actually should be pretty clean in Samuel's case, because it's going to be Courtyard to Quarantine Monitor to Storage Cave to Aether, probably. And then probably a Warp to Start out of Observatory. Although, is the Warp to Start better in this scenario? Probably not, actually. I think it actually would be better to take... let's see.
Yeah, Warp to Start's almost as far away from landing site as you could be with how the seat's laid up.
So yeah, with the Warp to Start, you could go from main plaza to main quarry to main plaza, and then to get to Talon from there, you can take the vault elevator to Upper Tree and then go through Frigate. Alternatively, you can from Observatory, if that's where you're, or from Security Cave, or Storage Cave rather, if that's where your last artifact is going to end up being, you could... did Samuel get the artifact?
No. Wait, did he? Sorry, I was typing in response there.
No, Samuel just waltzed right by the artifact.
Oh, no.
Okay.
And interslicing what I kind of gathered, I think Interslice is going to take on Ridley.
Oh, I see what Samuel's going to do here. So Sam's trying to avoid Thardus here. So what I think he's going to do instead is go through labs all the way around, which will still dump him out in Storage Cave, and then go through Quarantine Monitor that way, and then end up in Courtyard anyway, get the artifact, and probably hit the save station, is what he's thinking. At least I hope that's what he's thinking.
Are you thinking of taking on Thardus?
Well, no, Samuel will be avoiding Thardus in this case. Because I think that's what he's trying to do right now.
Yeah, we'll find out.
Yeah, Interslice is going to take on Ridley for the Phazon suit hint at this point. He's going to see that it is in Vendrana and probably be a little annoyed. Because he knows he's pretty much tossed the place already. To answer question chat, the Quarantine Monitor elevator leads to Magmore Transport Tunnel A, near Monitor Station. Oh yeah, BTW, Boost Ball is super effective on Meta Ridley.
Instantly taking them down to those two. They forgot to apply the damage cap. Now Samuel double checking the hit there.
Okay, so Samuel should know by now that means he's forgotten Courtyard. But I think Samuel's planning on making that the last artifact, followed by a save warp. It wouldn't actually be that bad, all things considering, but...
I still don't know how he would get back to the Courtyard. I don't know why he wouldn't just collect it then and there.
Well, that is a good question, though. Maybe he might have just forgotten, but is electing to improvise now, except did fall past the artifact, but will happily get that energy tank. See you in corruption, you oversized pterodactyl.
Of course, Interslice could then use Warp to start to then get put back to the mines. I think that would actually put him closer to my Vendrana.
Not necessarily. If Interslice were to...
2 2s and 1 4.
Yeah, the fastest way for Interslice to get back to Vendrana without too much elevator usage would be going through Frigate to Lower Tree. But I think Frigate front is going to be a little slow, because then you have to reopen the doors, because that wasn't actually done. Everybody did reverse Frigate. Whoops!
Is Samuel possibly muddling up room names? As I don't think there's any reason, like with their knowledge and cap, that there's any reason to clear these rooms.
Well, no, this is outside Storage Cave.
Never mind then. I forgot.
So, yeah, Samuel's going for Storage Cave. And then after this should route from Quarantine Monitor pretty cleanly into Courtyard. Because, yeah, Storage Cave. I think he is about to have a mild mix-up here and is checking Security Cave first.
Yep.
And interestingly, not picking up the energy tank this time.
Yeah, with the 60 tanks, and every second counts now. Although, still a little bit of a,
Samuel is running out of time, though, because Innerslice now knows that Phazon Suit is in Phendrana. So now it's only a matter of time, and he knows he's checked everywhere besides the shoreline neighborhood. So yeah, the clock is very much ticking for Samuel.
This is not to factor in the fact that Interslice has already defeated Ridley.
I'm sorry, did that beetle just get deleted? I saw Sam boost into the beetle and it just poofed out of existence.
I missed it, unfortunately.
Yeah, as chat says, it was deleted.
Interslice is now in Phendrana.
And what way did he come in through? Shoreline. So yeah, he's right around the corner to Phazon Suit now. So yeah, I think with this, Innerslice should be getting... Well, let's see where Innerslice is going here. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is to Ice Temple. If not Ice Ruins East, because I don't think he's checked that yet. Yeah, he's checking Ice Ruins East first. And probably Phendrana Canyon. Not Progression Canyon today, that's for sure.
In fact, I don't think either of our runners checked it. Is Sammy gonna realize where his last artifact that you missed out on now?
Yeah, luckily it is right around the corner here, so as long as Samuel doesn't trigger... Oh, Samuel's going through Thardis. Oh dear.
This is... Yeah, this is unfortunate, and I don't understand why. I have a horrible feeling he's muddled up Thardis' room with Rune Courtyard.
Well, no, he... well, with Rune Courtyard, that'd be a weird misremember, though. I mean, it could happen.
We'll have to ask in the post-race interview. Interslice now is moments away from facing Suit.
Yeah, he's probably going to check Ice Temple first just because it's in the way, but yeah, he's definitely going to see it. And also probably going to be wondering how is Samuel not finished yet. Because this is a pretty nasty, almost last location for Interslice.
Alright, Interslice, time for you to do. There's your X-ray visor.
Yeah, and unfortunately, another problem with Samuel doing this is that he does still have to take down Ridley, so this is going to knock him back still a couple of minutes. Now, that being said, I think we can adjust for the timer delay to see how close this ended up being.
So, technically, the timers are already... Yeah, we can just go off the timers itself. So yeah. Even if Interslice finishes, like the timer is what will ultimately decide.
Alright, so Thardis is down for Samuel. I'm going to giggle a little bit if this is Wave Buster. Last major item of the night, and it is right on Thardis.
Energy tank.
Ooh, and it looks like... Oh, Interslice did get the power bomb kill. And that puts Interslice in go mode.
Now, what's the fastest way back to the Talon?
From there? It ain't an easy one, that's for sure.
Nope.
Because if you were to go to Shorelines, that would take you to lower grade tree and you could do reverse frigate again. Or Where does quarantine monitor lead? To transport tunnel A in Magmore, but transport tunnel B is all the way, and then you could go to workstation to go to Overgrown Cavern or Talon Canyon.
Oh, Interslice actually might be going through Thard. Oh no. Yeah, I think Interslice might go through Thardus then.
Yeah. Well, this is in the direction of Courtyard. Because otherwise, yeah, Interslice would have just save warped immediately out of Shoreline. So yeah, I think Interslice is going to take... Yeah, Interslice is going to take Quarantine Monitor to Transport Tunnel A. Probably...
Oh,
oh dear.
Indecisive, maybe going for the save warp after all.
Limited influence, folks. That's and I can thank the folks at the CGC and during the CGC showcase at AGDQ for enlightening me, as that's the term for what happens when you fall and can't control your movement.
Where's Samuel going? Did Samuel get his artifact and we just didn't notice, or did he miss it and not notice?
I don't know. Because
he's marching over there as if he's under the impression that he has them.
Chat's saying that Sam did pick up Courtyard, so yeah, he's fine.
So in that case, with Interslice doing Thardus, okay, will he be able to skip it? This is gonna be big. He's doing the setup. He gets it!
Nicely done.
Nicely done.
So from there, this will take him to Transport Tunnel A, which is in Magmore. And the closest way back to Talon from there is Workstation 2 to lead to Talon Canyon. That'll take him to Landing Site.
And yes, Samuel still needs to do Ridley, but also Samuel is 2 minutes behind with the timer. So there is 2 minutes to catch up.
And Samuel's also already in Cargo Freight Lift to Deck Gamma, so he's already almost out of frigates. So yeah, chat, this is a race. This is a race right here.
Yeah, Interslice racing, trying to get to the Talon elevator. Sure, I do wonder if Interslice regrets skipping Vendrada. Samuel won't fall this time, and he doesn't. Great. Nothing greater than having to do reverse frigate twice in one run. Samuel frantically dashing off anything he can to get across that room there.
Alright, so Interslice is going to use Lava Lake to get to the Transport Tunnel B elevator.
Oh no, he fell!
Oh no.
Oh!
Okay. So
the
yeah,
panic.
Transport Tunnel B will send him to Root Cave.
And Samuel just performed ship save at 125. Going for ship dash, but not making it.
Is there a slope jump to get up here? I guess so.
There is. It is a bit finicky, though.
Yeah, this is a race. So yeah, Interslice. Samuel's not happy.
The sad face.
Yeah, no, I totally would feel that way if I had to deal with elevator chains like that, because these elevators today were not good. Save for Chozo, the majority of these elevators were just isolated.
That was an entertaining beam blast. Or beam tainting.
Oh, Sam got the phase 1 skip.
He did! Oh my gosh! Ladies and gentlemen, you're in for a treat.
Sam is going to be entering Impact Crater around the same time as Inner Slice at this rate. If Ridley could stop flying around the arena.
Inner Slice,
There we go, jeez.
Although now having to enjoy this cutscene.
Yeah, they're going to be entering Impact Crater at roughly the same time.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Inner Slice is... Go ahead.
I think Sam might have pressed the wrong button here and accidentally morphed instead of missiled. Can't tell you how many times I've done that.
Alright, so... That is Inner Slice entering pretty much at 129. Oh no! Oh, Samuel's getting bullied. Oh, gets the missile, but it's, yeah, immune face. Getting, making him vulnerable in the last frames. Makes him invincible.
Did spinning around like that just skip the Ridley animation?
Ah!
If so, today I learned. But yeah, it looks like Samuel's going to be entering Impact Crater right at the 129 mark. So yeah, pretty much at the exact same time as Inner Slice.
The fact that we know, like, oh, alright, subchamber 1. Normal wave phase. Yeah, Samuel is pretty much leaving the room at 128.54. So if anything, Samuel's at like 6 seconds ahead. Assuming, you know, everything goes flawlessly from here. And I jinxed it.
Uh-oh, Jack and Jill decided to come and say hello.
I get the adrenaline Samuel must be feeling right now.
I would be, because you've essentially, you know, you didn't make the best routing decisions, and yet your opponent hasn't finished yet, and your opponent's Inner Slice.
Yep.
And on the flip side, Inner Slice pretty much not hard last location phase on suit, but almost last location phase on suit.
Not counting like big bosses. It's a good thing Inner Slice pulled off the Thardus skip. It's also unfortunate that Samuel ended up fighting Thardus.
Indeed.
My heart's going here.
Oh, and Samuel doesn't have super missiles.
No, he doesn't.
He's going to lose some time here on XL.
I wonder if the super missiles is going to be the make or break.
It might be. Samuel wants to hope for ice phases, most importantly, because that's probably his best way forward.
There you go. Oh, does he realize he has an ice spreader? Oh no, and it deflected!
Exo knew he had Ice Spreader too.
And Samuel is already low on missiles. At one point he was spamming them a little bit on Ridley, and I wonder if Samuel regrets that decision now. Those missiles from the ship save really need to carry you through all the fights. There is a missile station, but no one uses it.
It's very far out of the way.
I call it very far, but it's far enough that all runners tend to avoid it. You really must have like 0 missiles to consider going for it, and even then.
Alright, so Interslace is in sub-chamber 4 with Samuel just cracking away at sub-chamber 3, I believe.
It's 1-3-3-3 for when Interslice entered sub-chamber 4. Interslice getting frozen twice there.
Oh dear. That should do it for Exo on Interslice, though, at 134.15.
A lack of super missiles on Samuel's end really is being a hindrance. Right, the plasma ball attacks. That does potentially give Samuel some needed ammo. It's 1-3-3-3, and Samuel is going into sub-chamber 4. The exact same amount of time.
Alright, meanwhile, Essence here, Interslice is getting the attack cancels dealt with on the first pool. No issues there. Having all visors is definitely really nice for this. Looks like there were 2 missile drops in there somewhere. It's having some real bad accuracy issues here.
Oh, this is so tense. Alright, on the last phase here. Slice is done at 136.20. Well, before that, technically. Will Samuel be able to beat Metroid Prime in the time?
Wow, what a finish. GG's to our runners. Whoop, okay. Back to power we go. Exo has actually kind of really been in trouble with Samuel here.
Yeah, and with the lack of beam combos and missiles, I think that might be it. As I don't think it's possible to beat Essence in 1 minute. Is it?
I don't think so. You would have to, like, get 2 perfect pools, pretty much.
Yeah.
Even still, look how close this is going to be as a result of this insane race.
We'll have quite the interview prepped for you. I'm excited to interview our runners.
Indeed. We'll see if they want to join us in a moment. If we take that timer delay into account, assuming Samuel has no issues here, this is still going to be a minute's difference.
And for a randomizer race, that is like incredibly close. Especially when the runners do completely different routes.
All right, Interslice, welcome to the booth. GG, congratulations. So, that was a race, let me just tell you. You know, if we account for Samuel's issues with the timer here, you finished literally 62 seconds apart.
Wow.
So many times, each of you would make decisions that would keep us on the edge of our seats. We would think the race is over, and then it wasn't.
Yeah, I kind of made a big mistake with the whole 9 artifacts thing. I hope I was able to warn him in time.
I think so, because Samuel hadn't even scanned hints by that point.
And Samuel has joined the booth. Welcome.
GG, man.
GG, that was very close.
Yeah.
I was pretty sure I was behind because I made some mistakes with artifacts.
Yeah, so that was something we wanted to talk to you about, namely with Ruined Courtyard.
Yep, I just misread it.
Okay.
I just kind of forbore. And then I had to go route in Thardis to go to Ruined Courtyard.
Yeah, so it is what happened then.
Mm-hmm. If I didn't mistake that, I definitely would have won. That lost me like, I don't know, 7 minutes.
Well, you're probably not gonna like this. You were right around the corner to super missiles. They were in Life Grove.
And the only reason you hadn't, and we assumed the only reason you hadn't checked it the first time round is because you were out of powerbomb ammo, which
that was exactly it.
And technically, the enemies in the corridor could have dropped some, because it's like one of the few areas in the game where it is pretty much almost, likely to get powerbomb ammo.
And I didn't get power bombs.
Yeah.
I didn't get any.
Yep.
Yeah.
But yeah, Life Grove had super missiles and Varia suit, which
that's where it was.
To be fair though, you had no trouble routing around the sea with no Varia suit.
Yeah, the only artifact that was really in Magmor was plasma processing, and I definitely didn't need Varia for that. I was a little concerned because routing without Varia was kind of difficult. I was wondering where Logical Talent Access was, and it was through Magmor, now that I've done it. Because if that was in Life Grove, then I had no reason to do bar skip.
You were expected to get Spider Ball in Central Dynamo, and then make your way back to Upper Tree from Chozo Vault Elevator to get that.
Yeah.
Another hilarious observation is that Plasma Beam was open to both of you immediately. It could have been your second item had you decided to go the other way.
Yeah, but I doubt either of us were planning to do
No.
with,
why would you?
That room, I don't know what it's called. It's the one right before Flamethrower. It's really dangerous with no ejanks.
Or processing.
I think it's like Central Security Station.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep. Waybuster was Outer Chamber.
Of course it was. Right. Yeah, that's the one thing we didn't see. We saw Flamethrower was in Overgrown Cavern.
Yeah.
Yeah. By the way,
I skipped over it.
Yeah. By the way, those elevators were trash today.
They were pretty bad.
Fendrana was extremely isolated.
Fortunately for Slice.
Yeah.
Yes.
Underslice, did you pick up Varia? You probably did, right?
I did.
Okay. I
Yeah.
always went to Talon through Frigate, so I went through that twice to get there.
Yeah, what ended up happening is Inner Slice got Various Suit, but because you had chosen to, Samuel had chosen to go to Fendrana earlier and clear out shorelines looking for stuff, you ended up falling into Phazon Suit a lot earlier.
Yeah. I was surprised that it was just kind of there. I was debating whether or not I would do bar skip the first time I came to Great Tree Hall, but there have been a lot of races where it's not really been very beneficial, so I was a little hesitant to. But after I couldn't find like Talon access anywhere, and I didn't know where Varia was, I decided I should probably do that to get access to that elevator, and also do Frigate if need be.
Yeah, shoutouts as well to that start, because you start in Security Access A, and you've already got main power bombs, Ice Beam, and Morph Ball. And then you get Ice Beam immediately after. So you might as well have just added Ice Beam to your starting items.
Seriously, all the beams were really close to each other.
Literally next to each. Yeah, neck to neck.
Oh yeah, because Plasma was right around the corner in main in Elite Research.
Yep.
I think that's the funniest part of the seed. The entire seed has been entertaining to watch you two run. You both went very diverse routes, and yet, to come to route right back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
came full circle.
And the various high five, and the simultaneous warp to start was hilarious too.
Oh really? Did that happen?
It was while you were in. It was while Samuel was in cleanup. I think Samuel had just wrapped up the Fungal Hall access key, or Fungal Hall access artifact, and you were warping to start out of that.
That one I also thought was Fungal Hall B and not Fungal Access.
Yeah, we noticed that.
When I got it, and there was visible confusion.
Shoutouts to both of you getting debated by the Zoid maze in Central Dynamo.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It was a 19 square maze, but you both ended up making it about a 26.
Yeah, I know. You could literally like visibly see the dead end, and I still went up to go down to that dead end that I just saw.
Deterministic maze RNG is cool.
Yep. I have to ask, who was in go mode first? Or, like,
Technically,
quote-unquote go mode.
Technically, Samuel, you were. As far as like had the last artifact plus Phazon Suit, or had the knowledge of everything in.
I say
beforehand?
knowledge.
I would say in that case, Samuel, that was you, because Inner Slice's last item was Phazon Suit.
Yeah.
Which
He had to fight Ridley to get the hint.
2 times Interslice went to Fendrana, then didn't go to the Ice Temple, and thus when Interslice did the Ridley and got the hint back, Interslice had to trek to Fendrana a 3rd time.
I was a little bit annoyed to see Fendrana, but I was also happy it wasn't Phazon Mines.
Yeah, agreed. I'm still disappointed about that Ruin Courtyard incident. Oh, I remember when I was literally going through labs, I'm like, wait, I have 4 artifacts left, not 3. What am I overlooking? And I check and I see Ruin Courtyard. I'm like, oh no.
It's unfortunate for Samuel, because I feel like there's just 1 or 2 silly mistakes that kind of cost you the race.
Yeah, I tend to look at artifacts really quickly and just assume I memorize them.
Me too.
Still, that was an absolutely entertaining race.
Yeah, I imagine. I can't wait to see this on the VOD.
Also, huge shout-outs to Op, our tracker, being able to keep up with all that.
Yeah, thank you, mate. I imagine there's a lot going on at once. Solo tracking's not easy. I can tell you that. I've done it many times before.
Alrighty. On that note, any last thoughts?
No.
Any last words?
Artifact and plasma processing. And GG. Well played.
Indeed. Yeah, not much to say for me that hasn't already been said as well, except again, GG's to the both of you. With the timer incident notwithstanding, that was a 62-second race.
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't know why it didn't go automatically. Oh well.
Yeah, that one's for the books.
Indeed. With that said, folks, yeah, Pyro, I think Chris, I think you've said everything that hasn't already been said. So thank you for joining me here in the booth. Short notice today, for one thing. Good to have you back once again.
My pleasure, and thank you as well. You did a fantastic job as always.
And again, thanks to Op for tracking. GG's to you, Sam and Interslice. And thank you all for watching. Have a great rest of your night. We'll see you next mission. Take care.
See you next mission, folks.
Sayonara.